Welcome back to the Movement Network, Bart, and today we're going to talk about Conor Benn. Conor Benn last night for a fighter by the name of Adrian Granados, which is one of those fighters that you know what you're going to get with Granado. He's always lost every time he steps up in competition. But we're going to get into that in a minute. Let's talk about Conor Benn first. Conor Benn, 19 wins, 12 KOs, 0 losses. And I'm still not sold when it comes to Conor Benn. Conor Benn has a lot of bad habits that he demonstrated last night. He's first of all, he's not ready for the big guys. Let's just get that. Let's clear that up real quick. And I apologize. I have a cold, so I'm trying to recover from that. But Conor Benn is not ready for the big leagues. He still needs to a lot of help when it comes to his defense. One and two, he teleports all his shots. You see them coming a mile away. He is wide. He is wild, extremely open, and I can't help but to think about what would happen if someone like Spence or Crawford or anybody in the top 10 welterweight division, which I'm going to get into in a minute, when it comes to fighting Conor Benn. No, I don't think that he's going to be able to be a world champion. He's way too wild, and he seems to have this confidence, which, hey, if you are a fighter, you need the confidence, but he has a little too much confidence, and I don't think it's going to work out for him. He thinks he can go out there and knock out everybody under the sun. He's going to run into Sean Porter or anybody in the welterweight division. I personally think that Earl Spence Jr. will stop him easily. It won't last 3 rounds. The same thing goes for Terrence Buck Crawford. The only one that I see him lasting the whole full 12 rounds would be versus your Dennis Ugas. Ugas don't have that much power. A Mikey Garcia, maybe a Mikey Garcia, which that should be the fight that happens next for Conor Benn. But he should stay away even from Danny Garcia from Philly, 36 wins and 3 losses, I believe. And his wild Philly hook that he throws, the no left hook that he caught Amir Khan with, and even he should even stay away from him. He definitely needs to stay away from Keith one-time Thurman. I don't know what's going on with Thurman, but a lot of people have been turning their back on Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman's a hell of a good champ. I mean, yeah, he lost to Manny Pacquiao, but Pacquiao is just in a different level. There's levels to these things, and you hear a lot of fighters say that there's levels to this boxing stuff. Now, when it comes to young blood, Boots Ennis, Jerron Boots Ennis, Conor should really stay away from that young man. That young man will stop him quick. Virgil Ortiz will stop him. There was a lot of shot that Granados caught Conor with that had it been anybody, Sean Porter, Virgil Ortiz, even Manny Pacquiao, they would have stopped him. They completely would have stopped him. We saw a Granado yesterday that did not want to get knocked out. Granados, by the way, Adrian Granados, 21 fights, 9 losses, 3 draws. He's only been stopped once in his career, and that was versus Danny Swift Garcia. But Granado has, every time he steps up, he loses. Granado's a C-level fighter. We all know that. Granado has lost to Robert Easton Jr., Danny Swift Garcia, Sean Porter, Adrian Broner. Even though the fight with Adrian Broner was closer than a lot of people had it, for me, I thought that Adrian Broner won, but it was a very close fight. So Adrian Granados is not a top-tier fighter, but he's a gatekeeper. He will test you, even though I do think that if Granados would have pressured him all the fight, I think he would have really maybe gotten away with a W. Who knows? But Granados did not come to fight, and those antics that Conor pulled at the end, telling him, "Come on, let's fight." That's bullshit. He would, excuse my language, he would have never done that with a class tier fighter. I don't think Conor will last 3 rounds with the top tier fighters. Remember, he overreached a lot. He was too eager for the KO. I'm happy he got some rounds, and I think his team should pull him back and let him know, hey, we need to work and we need to work hard. Your heart, he has a lot of heart now. He has, just like his father, he has a lot of heart, but that heart will get him in trouble if he is facing a power puncher or a slick fighter like Boots Ennis. That will definitely get him into a lot of trouble. Boots and Ortiz, this new level of fighters that he's going to be facing in the future. They're all going to put it on him. He's in a lot of trouble. He doesn't stand a chance, with none of those fighters that I mentioned. He got the job done. It wasn't easy. I don't think it was a hard fight for him, but he made it hard, swinging so wild. He was going for the KO way too hard. He was getting angry. He was getting frustrated. When he kept on missing, he missed a lot of punches. And what happens if you miss a lot of punches when you're throwing with so much bad intention? Your shoulder will start giving away. Your shoulder will, you could come out of place. This young man still has a lot of technique to learn. I definitely don't think he's going to be a world champion. He just spent all night, following Granados around the ring, and he doesn't have the power that he thinks he possesses. He thinks he has all this power, but he doesn't. And he's going to realize that quick when he stopped fighting a C level fighter. Once he steps up to B and A, he's going to be in a world of pain. And I'm telling you now that the minute Conor realized that my power is not doing anything to these new, to these fighters. What am I going to do? Well, you know what he's going to do? He's going to give up. I'm telling you, the kid got balls. The kid got a lot of heart. But unfortunately, again, Earl Spence Jr. will stop him. 3 rounds max. Terrence Buck Crawford, the same thing. Let's go with Sean Porter. Sean Porter would just rough him up. Sean Porter is the Energizer Bunny. Sean Porter would just go in there, be in his chest the whole day, landing harsh shots, and we'll stop him. I mean, I don't see a way out for him. Virgil Ortiz is too strong, too young for him, and maybe too slick. Who else? Yurdeni Ugas, definitely too slick. Definitely too slick. He got the Cuban style of fighting. He would definitely outclass him. Boots Ennis, again, Boots will stop him easily. I don't think it'll go past 6. Keith One-Time Thurman would definitely hurt that kid. Danny Garcia would definitely knock him out with his crazy hook. The only one, again, that he has but the only one that he might beat, it might go by 12 rounds. Unanimous decision might be Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia will definitely beat this kid. He still has a lot to learn. I'm wishing him the best of luck. And I think who he should fight. I think he should fight Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor will be an amazing fight for him. Jose Ramirez will even be. I know they're not the same weight class, but remember, those junior welterweights, 140 pounds, they're moving up, and I think that's his best shot. He should fight Josh Taylor, which he already announced that he's no more than 2 fights, maybe 1 more fight. He's going to move up to 147 pounds. Jose Ramirez always struggle a little bit with the weight. Even Progress, Regis Progress, he's thinking about going up in weight. Those are great fights for Conor Benn. He should not, at least not in the moment or any within the next year or 2, he should not be fighting top tier fighters at 147 pounds. It's a huge mistake for him. Anybody in the welterweight division will knock him out. Again, I don't think Mikey Garcia will stop him, but Mikey Garcia really hasn't done much in 147 pound welterweight division. But I do think anybody else in the 147 pound division that is ranked will stop this young man. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Again, I apologize. I have this crazy cold going on, but I just wanted to go and reach out to you guys and show that I'm still alive. I'm still doing great videos. Like, subscribe, and catch you guys in the next one. Peace.